Go to flipsidegaming.com and use promo code 6 for 10% off on orders over $10. It's a good deal and it helps support the show. What's up, Planeswalkers? Therex6 back with some more Magic the Gathering Arena. Today we're going to jump into the win every card in standard challenge thing where it's free to enter. You can only enter once. You can change your deck as many times as you can. You get as far to 12 as you possibly can before reaching 2 match losses. Wait, what? Match losses? I thought this was best of 1. Fairly certain this is best of 1. If it's not, we'll make some changes. But first, I'm playing Bolas. Why am I playing Bolas? Because that's the deck I'm most comfortable with. I understand that was my last video. Shut up. I like playing Bolas. There are going to be more videos. The thing is, I don't have time to actually put these decks together, right? I just don't have time to test these cards, actually make them right. Right now, I just have like a Hydra in here, right? I just have a couple Hydras. I don't have time to go through all of the cards, which is what I usually do, and make the deck. So if you want to see a certain deck, now is the easiest time to do that. You just be like, hey, I have this full list for you. Here's the list. So, gosh, please put that down in the comments and let me know what you would like to see in Standard. Now, this is a slightly modified version of my Bolas Fires deck. And when I say slightly modified, I mean incredibly modified, because this is going to be a bit of a different beast. Now, with my best of 3 version, I have gone undefeated. I have not lost a single game with that Bolas deck. For best of 1, we had to modify some things, so I have lost some of the games. However, the deck has done pretty well now that I've added Fae of Wishes, and what Fae of Wishes allows me to do in a best of 1 context is get things from the sideboard. So I do have a Wish board now. I believe that, let's see, so Fae of Wishes, I added that. Murderous Rider's in here. Ashiok replaces one of the Narsets just because there's going to be a decent amount of Golos. It's possible that I should double up on Ashiok in the main and just have one of the Narsets, but Ashiok's not great against a lot of other matches. And I think that's it for main deck changes. But Fae of Wishes in the aggro matches allows me to just have an early blocker, right? A 1/4 is very helpful in a lot of situations. But in the late game, one, I can bounce her back to my hand if I did need to use her early game. But also I can use Granted, especially if I Fires of Invention, to go get something on my sideboard. And this is really where I get good things. If I know my opponent, for example, is going to be playing a very annoying spell, and I've already used my Unmoored Ego or something, then I can get a negate, right? I can deal with Mass Manipulation, I can deal with Commander Dreadhorde, things like that. Quench is something that is in the sideboard, just in case I know my opponent's going to place a very large creature. Now, usually I don't have to worry about that too much, but I wanted the option. Noxious Grasp and Fry, they're both those cards. They're good. The Elder Spell, if my opponent is getting snippy with a bunch of Planeswalkers, maybe they take all my Planeswalkers, or yada yada yada, I can get Elder Spell to blow all that up. Mystical Dispute, helpful against specifically blue targets. Ashiok, I have a second one in the sideboard just to deal with those annoying Golos decks. Unmoored Ego to deal with the field deck. Unmoored Ego is just very good in a lot of matches. What's really nice about having the Fae of Wishes or having Granted here is that you've played a little bit of the game already, so you know you're much more likely to know what you need to get with Unmoored Ego. Whereas if you just have it in your hand, it's a dead card until you can figure out what exactly you need to get. Kaya's Wrath as well as Time Wipe are helpful board wipes, and the reason this is at I'm running one of each is that Time Wipe technically is better because I can bounce one of my Murderous Riders, my Fae of Wishes or something like that to, get extra use out of it, which is nice, but it costs 5 mana. With Fires of Invention, I might not necessarily be at 5 mana, but if I play this and then I Drawn from Dreams into a Fae of Wishes, right? On the following turn, even if I don't have an additional land, so I still have 4 lands, I can Fae of Wishes, or Granted, I should say, into Kaya's Wrath and still be able to use it, right? So that's why I'm running one of each. Tamiyo is very helpful against any deck that wants me to sack a lot of things. I'm certain there are some, I just can't think of them right now. Sarkhan the Masterless is a nice way to deal with other Planeswalker decks because I can just play a Sarkhan, I can get a Sarkhan, play a Sarkhan, and hopefully murder my opponent in the sky. Command the Dreadhorde just in case there's a lot of stuff in the graveyard and there's not really anything else that is great. It's just a stall. Command the Dreadhorde helps me out. Plane 1 Celebration gains me a lot of life and potentially can win the game via Nicol Bolas. No, that's mostly it. Sometimes I'll use the Return to Permanent, but most of the time it's Proliferate to win the game with a Bolas, or it's just gain a ton of life to help against the annoying aggro decks. And Mass Manipulation is to steal things back, or steal things of my opponent. Now, I will make several misplays with this, because adding the Granted, adding Fae of Wishes complicates this deck in so many ways. The main one is realizing that I have win conditions, right, is going to be a lot harder because I don't have a way to constantly look at my sideboard. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and pull this shit up on Aether Hub. So I do actually have constant access to my sideboard. But we're going to hop into some games. Export. And this video is going to be as long as it needs to be. Let's see. Grixis. Fire. There we go. ELD. Paste. Import. And save. And I'll do other things with that in a bit. But let's just go to visual view. And now I can just constantly have an eye on what my sideboard is. Fantastic. So we're just going to hop on into this challenge, shall we? And we're going to choose Faerie Fires. Now I've played many games with this I did some of this on stream, and then some of this I did on Discord stream. So what I've been doing recently, because I'm still playing the game, it's just difficult for me to, like, have the amount of time necessarily that I would be doing like video worth stuff. I've just been like kind of streaming random shit to Discord. So if you want to see me do random stuff, check the Discord. This hand's okay. Going first is helpful for sure. We have like no early game interaction, so if this is an aggro deck, it's going to be pretty awful. I will keep this. And I'm just going to play the Fabled Passage here. Whether or not I crack it depends on what my opponent is likely playing. Oh, I should probably actually write this down. Well, no, I guess I don't need to write this one down. No. Steam Vents, okay. So we could be in the mirror, could be against Jeskai Fires. How have my record against Jeskai Fires been? My record against field decks have been pretty good. Alright, another Fabled Passage. I don't think I need that right now, no, because I can do this into this, and then Fabled Passage for something else. Does my opponent have Thought Erasure? No, okay, so they are Jeskai, so that's nice. This is most likely garbage then. A 1-mana counterspell will suck. They don't have it, so Narset, potentially very helpful. Alright, fuck you too, Narset, you punk. So I'm probably going to get a red source and Drawn from Dreams to try and get a Fires of Invention down as early as I can. Let's see. I've been against Grixis Fires, Jeskai Field. It's not Jeskai Fires. Does not look like I've gone against Jeskai Fires.
Let's slow this.
Don't care about Teferi. My opponent can't do anything too heinous, which is nice. Thought Erasure. I don't hate it. I'm going to Narset first. Yeah, I'm going to Narset first.
Meditate and prepare.
Second Thought Erasure is not bad. I already have a big walker, so I think that's fine. I'm just going to Thought Erasure here. Well, I'm pretty sure I want to get rid of that Fires of Invention. And they're playing Flood of Tears. Sure. Yeah, I don't actually care. So, now that I see that, I do think I want to get rid of Fae of Wishes as well. They don't have a way to play Narset yet. This is not necessary at all. So I think it's just going to be this. So I'm going to go get a Swamp. Does mean I'm going to not have any red mana for a little while. But hopefully that's not too much of a problem. And we'll get rid of Fae of Wishes. I don't know if I can justify Castle Vantress. Getting Castle Vantress means I can start scrying. Without Fires, like, I don't know if that's a good idea. I'm gonna keep it. Could be wrong. See if my opponent has a blue source here. Luckily, their Teferi is just plussing. I don't really have to worry about it too much. Okay, so that is the best one. They didn't get a... Interesting, so they have something to play. Did they top deck another Fires? Because that would suck. No, they top deck another Granted. Awesome. So they put a Fires in their sideboard.
Here goes nothing.
So I'm going to want Ugin and Mountain. Yes. Ugin can kill their Fires, and Mountain's just a red land. And I'm actually going to play Mountain first. Technically, they didn't know I was Grixis yet, but... So here, I assume it's going to be Fires into Narset. Yep. Flood of Tears is interesting. 4 more. Sure. So I would love to top deck a Fires here. Right, so they already played a thing, so they can't do anything with that yet.
I've got time.
That's not fire. But I can just Ugin and kill their fire, so...
Every exploit ripples, so bathe in ghost fire.
So they're still away from double blue, which is helpful. They can Narset again, but that's not going to get them a second blue source. Next turn, I can play good old Dragon God to kill probably their Teferi, I guess. I don't really care too much about Narsets. Well, Okay, you just play a Faerie. Don't care. Because it costs blue. Oh, they did have a second blue. That's just strange. Also, doing that last just seems incorrect. Deafening Clarion, sure.
No, I am not making this up as I go.
And they didn't make it so they could protect their Faerie. Ooh, a Thought Erasure. I don't hate Thought Erasure. But I do hate the fact that I can't actually cast it. I mean, I could, but... So I could Liliana and minus just to kill it so they can't bounce it back to their hand. And then just plus Ugin. Because they still won't be able to just, like, play Flood of Tears and get value. They would be able to Drawn from Dreams. But they're at mana where if they draw a Fires, I can Thought Erase that. So I think that's the correct decision here. Is Liliana, kill this dumb Faerie.
I am the master here.
I played a land this turn already, didn't I? I think so.
Death never hurt anyone.
And then I make a Ugin. I don't hate it. It's a kill spell. Did they Clarion this? I assume not, because it would draw me a card. Oh, no, it would not. They actually should have, because it would not have drawn me a card. I would have gotten this, but because of their Narset, and it was my turn. Whereas now, if my if this dies on their turn, I will draw a card. But next turn, I plan on killing this. So my assumption is that my opponent's going to play Drawn from Dreams. Even if they get Fires of Invention here, it's not going to matter necessarily because I can Thought Erasure. If I get a Fires, I'd play it and then Thought Erasure. I just think that is better. And that Teferi's just been plussing this entire time. Because my Narset is like, yeah, you can't draw. Now, they could minus to just bounce my 2/2. It's fine. Oh, I drew Fires.
Bad idea.
Is that lovely? So we are going to play the Fires. Oh, I couldn't play Bolas anyway. Dumbass. I mean, technically it doesn't actually matter, but, like, it does. And let us Thought Erasure. Opponent has another Fires. Oh, interesting. Kenrith. So you only have access to the red one, the white one, and the blue one. I'm gonna take your Fires again. I'll keep Dismal Backwater. Why not? Going to go ahead and murder Narset.
reached my limit.
Makes it even harder for
Rise and shine.
my opponent to really do anything with these Flood of Tears.
Rest before you.
Like, you can play Kenrith, I can Bolas, kill it, then I have access to Castle. So this game should be mine. I definitely could lose for 7, so I do have Plane-Wide Celebration, mana open. So technically I could granted for a Plane-Wide Celebration and just make make my walkers huge. And just start shooting shit down. They can use Flood of Tears at a sorcery speed just to bounce things back to my hand so they don't like get super fucked. But I have Fires of Invention, so I would be able to come back from that much easier than they would. Why did you do this at sorcery speed? I'm very confused as to why you did that at sorcery speed. That made no sense to me. Okay. I mean, I'm pretty sure the correct answer is just Narset, so my opponent can't immediately do this.
Those who cannot, I have just the trick for this.
Take a Bedevil. Why not? Even if they're able to get rid of this Fires, I have another Fires in my hand. They've slowed me down. That is all they did. They shall face my reckoning. I have to split up Ugin and Bolas. They're not the biggest of friends. Don't know if you've heard. But some might say they hate each other. Let's see. Oh, have I? I've gotten rid of 3 of their 4 Fires. Interesting. Let's see. I probably shouldn't have Quench in the sideboard. No, Quench in the sideboard's stupid. I should have something else. I should have a land destruction spell. So I'm going to put a Causality of War in the sideboard. Wow, Kenrith. Cool. You've killed Narset. Congratulations. You know I have a devil.
I'm a god once again.
The undead make great minions. Let's reduce that to shambles.
Get rid of a Clarion, I assume.
My revenge will be painful. My schemes are never ending.
Well, I have 2 backup Fires of Invention. Don't really need the Ritual of Soot. This should be my game, like, easily. This card is dead. This card is currently dead. This card slows me down a little. Okay, drawn from Dreams. Sure. You can get your last Fires of Invention. And you can play it, and then I blow it the fuck up with my Ugin. My opponent knows most of my hand. I thought they knew about this. No, I guess they didn't. So they know about 3 of my cards. I thought they knew more. It's fine. Okay. Do you get anything cool? How many other fairies have you used? Just 2? Alright. I've used, what, none? Just none of my fairies. Like in Castle Vantress. Like, I am sitting pretty. Yep, Teferian plus.
I know my responsibility.
Gonna bounce Fires to slow me down
Here we
slightly.
go.
don't need.
Start at a sizzle and see if you make it to the inferno.
It's only a
Utterly
matter of
is
time.
the best way to destroy things. Hope it's not too hot for you.
You might have random situations like that, sorry about that, where I kind of go radio silent. But that is just to make sure I'm making the best plays possible. This might be a fucking long-ass video. I might be able to split this into 2 videos. Hey man, whatever I can do to make sure you guys still get content, but I don't die horribly. Is that your 4th drawn from game? 1, 2, 3? No, just their 3rd. I mean, they're getting like all of their fuel, but none of their gas. I mean, what could they get though, right? And Ugin to kill something. Their deck has Flood of Tears, which I just don't. I mean, I can understand where they're coming from, but like if they're ahead with Flood of Tears, I feel like for the most part it's going to be better if you don't have Flood of Tears. I don't know. Maybe this is what people do. Hey, look, it's their 4th Fires of Invention. I'm going to blow it the fuck up. Actually, I'm just going to win the game. Gonna go get good old fashioned plain white celebration. Yeah, technically I shouldn't do this because my opponent could learn about it. Proliferate. Because my opponent could do this. Or they would like, if I play him again, then they would know. It's fine. Alright. Win number 1. What are the full rewards anyway? Alright, so far, nothing. I get nothing extra. Just keep on rolling. This hand's fine. This will be getting a red source for a Bedevil. But, you know, turn 1, turn 2, probably just this on turn 3. If our opponent's an aggro deck, this may be on turn 2 instead, but most likely this on turn 3. So, let's see how this goes. Do we see Basic Mountain? And pretty much anything but Breeding Pool. Alright, that is fine. Also, we have our only Basic Mountain, so it's all good. So this could just be mono green. Big green might be an issue. Have I gone against any large green decks? This might not be large green. This could be Golgari. Simic of some sort. Let's see what sort. Also, that Fires of Invention is very nice because that's some shit we can do on turn 4. Okay, this is green of some sort. I don't like Frilled Mystic. I can get rid of the Great Henge. I don't care about this. So this is just Simic Ramp. So something that I need to worry about here, I'll keep that. The card I need to worry about here is Mass Manipulation and Hydrocrisis. So as fast as possible, I would like to get down a what is your damn dirty name? Let's see. So here, I guess I do nothing here. Yeah, you know what? I should have played this Watery Grave. Well, I'm keeping the Bedevil for Great Henge anyway, so it's whatevs. Probably going to get a black source with my Fabled Passage anyway. So I think I'm just going to play this here. And pass. There's no reason to use this. But what I want to do is Unmoored Ego for Mass Manipulation. I'm almost certain they're playing that in this deck. Is this similar to the... Okay, this maybe is just weird version of Flash. Okay. This could just be a weird version of Flash. I'm gonna get a Swamp here. Play Fires of Invention. I'm really quickly going to look up metagame. This is not Simic Food. I don't think this is Bant Ramp. I think it's just Simic Ramp. Is Simic Ramp on here anywhere? I don't see it. Alright. So not something I can get help with necessarily. Narset, like playing Narset here is not the best. Although it does potentially stop a draw. This is only 4 damage, so I think I'm just gonna play Narset and not use it for anything. Or I could just Fae of Wishes for something now. Sure. Sure, I'm gonna grant it. I don't love this. I think I'm just gonna grant it here. And I think what I'm gonna want is just... Let's go with a Time Wipe. Because I know I'll be able to be on 5. I might actually be able to, like, cast this at some point and Time Wipe. So my opponent might be able to draw, you know, a card here or whatever, but I think that's fine. Great Henge. Absolutely fine with it. So they can make, what, 2 green? Sure. Okay, yeah. That, don't care at all. So here... So what do I want to do here? Might as well play... Nope, I want... The 2 life doesn't matter to me. I'll be able to use Castle Vantress. So we very obviously blow this the fuck up. Like, that just goes bye-bye. And I don't feel threatened enough to need to do this. The question is, do I play Narset, or do I play Bolas? So I can Bolas him plus. I think that's what I'm gonna do. But I don't need whatever I'm getting for like first. So I'd rather react to what they might have, so I'd rather do this. Oh, and I got a Chandra anyway. Which I can play because I have a swamp in my hands. I hate that it does that. It lies to me. So right now, Bolas is alive. Obviously they could play another New Horizons. Buff their shit. Bolas could then die. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure what this deck is. Is that Guild Beats? Or is that a 1? No idea. Okay. So, unfortunately, as I predicted, Bolas is not long for this world. That's fine. I have ways to get him back. Okay. So my opponent has access to just 2 mana here. So they could have negate, but I feel like they won't. Thought Erasure is not terrible. I don't need that. So I can Thought Erasure and then -4 Chandra to kill that. I think that's fine. Bye-bye. We'll keep that. And I win. Cool, cool. I guess that was just Simic Ramp. I have actually no idea. Alright, so at 2 wins, now I have 2 rare ICRs and the sleeve. Alright, let's play some more. Yeah. This is like my shit. I'm in my zone. Maybe I should just have some of my my tokens, just, you know, shuffle these around. I actually don't want to shuffle my tokens around. I'd rather just shuffle random cards from this deck. This hand is not good. Yes, we have access to our fires, but this is not being played soon. Like, not this is a 2-card hand, right? I cannot keep that. This is a hand I can keep. Not a hand I love keeping, but is a hand I can keep. And we're gonna drop the Chandra. We're gonna play the Watery Grave first. Yeah. Because if I need to play Fae of Wishes, I can next turn. If I draw Thought Erasure, I can play that. The only thing that I can't really play would be like Angrass Rampage or Lava Coil. My opponent on the fucking gross. Oh, you can't see it. The sound. Opponent thinking long and hard. Opponent possibly disconnecting. I know that there is an issue that some players are having where they're like disconnecting, and having that happen to you during... Okay, they're still here. But having that happen here would be pretty bad. Opponent on green. On Adventure. That's interesting. So Ritual of Soot should be able to deal with the situation relatively easily. It's just whether or not I get drowned in card advantage before I get to deal with the situation. But hopefully, this isn't going to be too much of an issue. Have Adventure decks been, like, doing anything at all, really? Selesnya Adventures got 16th place on the 3rd. Wait, what does that deck run? Obviously, it runs Innkeeper, Fairy Guardian. So this looks a little bit more of, like, an aggressive style deck. Yeah, so this what I'm looking at here is an aggressive deck, so we'll see if that is what my opponent is playing. If my opponent decides to play. And this is what I... Like, if I'm in a situation where I need to win, or I want to win, I technically don't need to win this. But when I'm competing, I'm using all the advantage I can. So that Hushbringer was not in this deck, so this is different. Cool. Hushbringer... Yeah, that's fine with me. So I think here I'm just going to play Castle Vantress, I guess. Yeah, let's just play Castle Vantress. I don't need to play this at all. Next turn I have Ritual of Soot. I can, 3-for-1 their ass. They decide to play something. They might not, because they might think I have some sort of counterspell up, but I don't. If they play an Adventure, then I'm going to be a little sad. Darn. So they played an Adventure, but they played the creature, so that's fine. They are going to get to draw a card, but I don't care. I'm getting a... kind of... It's not exactly a 3-for-1. Because they did draw a card. So this did replace stuff, and it gave them damage, but, it's like a 2-for-1 at least. I don't need an additional red, so I'm just going to black it all up. And play Ritual. Next turn I can play Bolas to potentially kill whatever threat they deploy here. Let's hope it's a single threat that I can deal with. I do need to worry about Tristani. That is a card that can come out on 5, which is something I need to deal with. Alright, Fairy Godmother. Just a single Fairy Godmother, you say? So I want to play Fabled Passage to play out Bolas. But I want to be able to play Liliana next turn. So I could Fae of Wishes for a time wipe. And just play Backwater here. Then on my next turn I can play Liliana and make them sack 2 things. Yeah. I don't know what this held up mana is. I'm gonna take the slightly greedy route. I have triple black, I'll get triple blue, why not? Oh, that's why. Well, I fucked myself. I told you I would make some mistakes. That's why I don't get triple blue. And I think I'm just gonna... Oh, right! Time Weapon Kaiserrath don't really do shit when you're in this situation. So instead... let's get Noxious Grasp. Yeah, Noxious Grasp deals with, like, kind of anything that I need to deal with. Could get Unmoored Ego, but I don't really know what my opponent is playing at just yet. Yes, I recognize I'm stupid. stunning. Flower, alright. Sure, got another lands. Ooh, I got a Thought Erasure. Don't mind if I do. Do you have a main deck Veil of Summer? I honestly wouldn't be surprised. March the Multitudes, Giant Killer. Well, these cards are pretty much meaningless, so I'll take that March, though. I'll keep that Fae, though. Play this Tepid. And Passe La Torn. I guess I could play Fae of Wishes here. But I don't plan on bouncing it, really. So, I'm just going to pass the turn. This Noxious Grasp is going to be held for a better target. You know, taking 1 damage a turn is not an issue here. I was about to ask if I have creatures in my deck. I do have creatures, but none of them died a Giant Killer. Now, I have a 1/4 and a 2/3, so. I mean, I guess I could grasp this and then Bolas plus and be under no threat. Yeah, I'll just draw. It does +2/+2. Yeah, 3 power doesn't matter to me. So I'm just going to plus here. Hey, look, I got a land.
Will resonate throughout the multiverse. Your defiances infuriate. Witness a mote of
Bolas.
power.
I understand you like talking. Shut up. You're talking over yourself, Bolas. Sure. Guess what, pal? You're getting Liliana. I know, Liliana, sure. I don't care. Bum, 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 bum. And we do this first, because we don't want my opponent sacrificing those creatures to Bolas. Sure.
I require servants. Your corpse will volunteer.
See, now I'm not going to do that. Now I'm just going to, like, plus. Okay, I'm definitely plussing here. Do I just, like, double plus? Does that 2 zombies? Oh, this is just 2 damage. Like, I don't care. They negate themselves. Yeah, I'm just going to do this.
All the cosmos are mine to control.
All the cosmos. All of the cosmos. All of the martinis are mine to control. Yeah. Yeah. Going for that slow kill. I won and my opponent was at 24. The best way to win. 3, I think, is the same as 2. Yeah, 3 is the same as 2. On to the next one. Pepito. I fought you, Pepito. Pepito? It's a type of pepper, isn't it? Yeah. His hand is not terrible. If we're up against control. Against aggro, things are... sorry, if we're up against aggro. Against control, it's a little less good because these are dead. But, I mean, this is a keepable hand, right? Especially since we're going first. I kept a 3-lander. I need that 4th land. Excuse me. Is it going to be a basic mountain? Nope, failed passage. Cracking it now? Thank you for giving me more information than I needed. I mean, I'm going to get all the information I want, but technically, this plains. Well, I do have an Ashiok, so if my opponent is on field, Ashiok can say, fuck you. No, it is Jeskai Fires. Let's see. So these 2 are dead cards. Pretty sure I just want to get rid of their fires. Don't care about that all that much. Yeah, Teferi is going to be a little annoying, but I think I just have to get rid of Fires. That is a 4th land. So next turn I can play out Fabled Passage. I don't actually have to crack this now. Because I may want to draw one of those basics. But this is just if I have 4 or more lands. So next turn I can crack both of these with no issue. So my opponent should just -3 here.
This isn't a fight you can win.
Just to get the immediate value. They decided not to. That probably isn't going to matter too much. Alright, looks like it did matter. Yeah. Going to get a red source. And I don't have to use that yet. I'm just going to Narset.
Mind and body
So I can... So they have this, but that's only 2 damage. Fire here looks very interesting against the aggro decks for sure. I'll just go ahead and Narset here.
Meditate and prepare.
I really want the Bolas. So I'm not going to crack my Fabled Passage. 1, because I want to be able to draw any of those other basics. 2, because I would be shuffling back in the cards that aren't basics that are on the bottom, which were in random order, so I can't see where they are. But Teferi can't do shit. You have to kill my Narset, or else you don't get to draw cards.
That's more like it.
Leave Narset alone. Okay, they're just double upping on Narset, which is fine.
You cannot see your folly.
Can I draw land? That is not a land. You rude fuck. So I could get an Elder Spell here. There's definitely an argument to be made to put one of the fires in the sideboard. I just don't love it because it makes it so there are fewer fires in the main deck. You know, like, it forced one of my fairies to get the fires, so I don't know. I could just Ashiok here. Make it so if they top deck any Fabled Passages, they're kind of fucked. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do that. If they have another Pyrohelix, that's going to suck, but... Alright, got rid of a second one of their fires. They do have 2 fires now completely gone. So 2 of their fires are just gone. Fae of Wishes, I don't believe works with Exile anymore. It used to be back in the old days. When it said get something from outside the game, you would be able to get cards that were removed from the game. Because they weren't a zone, right? Exile is just a zone now. It's not really removed from the game. Hey, I got a land! Thank you. So the issue, though... So, black, so I can get a blue here. Is that my opponent could have a Counterspiel. They're stuck on 4 as well, which is nice. But, I mean, that Narset, very helpful. Taking their fires away, obviously a fantastic thing to happen for me. We're going to get an island. Technically, I can get a swamp as well. But I have 3 black, so I'd rather just have another island. I guess we're just going to cast Bolas here. See what happens. Dust, you have a counterspell. They didn't. So, I win. As I said, this is like my deck. I've been playing Bolas since day fucking 1 of the closed beta. As soon as I got into closed beta, right? I've been playing Bolas control, and I have the power. I don't remember how many ones I was at. I think I have 3 rare ICRs. This is double Thought Erasure. We're going second, which does suck, but we do have double Thought Erasure plus Tyrant Scorn and Fae of Wishes, so I think this is fine. Looks like an aggro deck. It is an aggro deck, but I do have Tyrant Scorn to deal with that. Since these all cost 2, I would rather play the Watery Grave tapped. The Dismal Backwater can come a little bit later. I'm likely going to be Tyrant Scorning on turn 2 to kill this. It's Mardu Knights, you say? Ow. Okay, very aggressive deck. See if I can actually survive this one. Huh. Well, I guess I should have remembered that. Yep, that was bad on my part. The greed. So I really need a Ritual of Soot, like yesterday. Oh my god. Asking ye shall receive. So here... Honestly, I think I just play Fae of Wishes. I could Thought Erasure. I don't think it's the correct decision. I think I just Fae of Wishes. That's 10-4. Be able to block. I'd be able to block 3 of that damage. I think I need that. Then I can Ritual of Soot. The issue is that the Circle of Loyalty, that costs what, 4? Yeah. If they get 1 more lands, then they can just circle. But I think I have to Fae of Wishes here. I can't be greedy. I want my opponent to just play more dudes. Absolutely. So my Fae is going to die. That's kind of fine. I'm kind of fine with it. Unfortunately, of course, my opponent does have the ability to just use this every turn now. And I'm going to take 2 damage here, which does suck. And I assume they're probably just going to play the 2 cards in their hand. Yep, that's not great for me. I can't block this card. So I think I need to do this.
The path for thoughtfulness before action.
Oh, I'm just dead, aren't I? Yeah, I'm just dead. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I had no way to kill that. Damn. Mardu Knights. And honestly, it was all because of that fucking greed. Kill things soon. Let's see. I do need to take out Quench. I don't think Quench is worth running. I need some, let's see, some 1 CMC cards that are in blue, black, or red. Unsummon is something I could get in a jiffy, but I think Disfigure's probably just better. There's also Shock. I think I'd rather just have Disfigure. No, over here. Okay, so Disfigure. Do I want to put one of my fires in the side? Sure, let's put one of the fires in this. Well, what am I going to put in the main deck of put a fire on the side? And I don't like the idea of fire on the side. So this could be where it ends. What are we at? 4? 4 wins is only 3 ICRs. We have to be undefeated from now on. 8 more games, completely undefeated. Okay, Mardu Knights, not the easiest. Up against Framp. Ooh, this is definitely a yikes. This is definitely a yikes. Because if I'm against aggro, I just die. Even against control, I don't know if this is a hand that's worth keeping. Like, I don't do anything until turn 3. And even then, I can't play any of my cards. I think this has to be a mulligan. I'm much more satisfied with this hand. Because I have Murderous Rider. And I have the ability to play Bolas, so I'll keep this. I'm going to drop the Steam Vents. Yeah, because that's, I mean, 1, 2, 3, whatever. This is fine. We're going to go with a Watery Grave first. And just play this bad boy tapped. And then depending on what my opponent does, will determine what I do with these. Okay, so this is almost certainly going to be a Golos deck. And my record against Golos has been pretty damn good. Fires of Invention is very helpful. So in the best of 3 version, I went against Rainbow Golos. And let's see. Jeskai Golos. Golos Field. Yeah, so next turn I can Fires of Invention and kill something if they play something annoying. Yeah. And then the normal one, I've been against... Oh shit, this is just Sultai Oko? Awkward. Are you going to turn your Paradise Druid into a thing, or are you just going to make a food? You should make a food. Alright, you're going to die.
I will enlighten you. Surely you must be famished.
Sure. I would like to draw a card, though, so... Okay, so this is actually, just Sultai Oko. I have not fought against this deck. So I have no idea what to expect. I'm going to play a Fabled Passage. I'm going to get a Swamp. And honestly, another Swamp. Now it's dumb. I should have got an island. It's fine. I'm just going to murder the fuck out of you, thanks. Destroy target creature. Planeswalker, goodbye.
I grace you with my lack of presence.
Alright. So I can Drone from Dreams, try to get a land into Bolas, potentially kill whatever the hell they play here. Opponent has 4 mana up. So they could play a Questing Beast, although if they played a Questing Beast, I could kill the shit out of it with my Bolas. I wouldn't love that situation, but I could do it. What do they do with the Scry? Put it on the bottom. Okay. So that's good for me. They play another Paradise Druid. And they play another Paradise Druid. I would love to get a board wipe. None of those are board wipes. And then we get a Fae of Wishes. And a Thought Erasure? Maybe I'm just going to play Murderous Rider here. Because I'm definitely going to get a board wipe with my Fae of Wishes. But I don't know what they have in hand. And I am worried about that. So I think I'm just going to do this. I'm going to do this. I don't think I care about Murderous Rider right now. I want to make sure that I'm not having any nonsense happen. Hydro Crisis. Okay. Well, shit. I don't need this. Well. I don't need this. Okay. So here my opponent's going to Crisis. I'm going to draw a decent amount. I'm going to draw, what, 2? No, I'm only going to draw 2. I don't care that much. I mean, I care, obviously. But we're going to blow up their mana base. Oh my god, play the goose. Fucking do it. Hell yeah, bud. Alright, so I'm going to blow up their mana base. I don't even have to search for it! Hell yeah. Blow that shit all the hell up. And we're just going to play a good old-fashioned Bolas. Bolas isn't going to get hurt by Questing Beast because I'm plus instead of minus. Great. Got rid of the land. Cool, cool. So it seems like being able to blow up shit is pretty good. Murderous Rider kills my Bolas. Sure, sure. Rude, but whatevs. It is how it is. Okay, so they just have a Moomin Rider that they have access to. I have a Temple of Epiphany. I don't need that though. Now, can Oko. I only have Oko and Bolas. That's not that great. I could get Plane-Wide Celebration. That doesn't really do much for me. Murderous Rider. I want to get something here. Because I have two of them. I don't care if I kind of whiff on the first one. Unmoored Ego. Fuck. I don't care. Could get Tamio. Could get Sarkin. I'm a little worried about mass manipulation, to be honest. Let's command the Dreadhorde. I'm a greedy man. And then we're just gonna do one of these. Now you might be saying, why'd you command the Dreadhorde if you're just gonna blow this shit up? This is insurance policy. Alright, I don't think they're playing mass manipulation. This is Sultai Food. Oh my god, please play this. Give me an excuse to do what I want to do. Hell yeah. Oh, well. I can't cast all three of those. Damn. Whatever. Alright, so hear me out. Granted. We're gonna go and get a 10 white. Well, then I'm going to play Murderous Rider as a sweet blocker. I haven't done one of these. I should have targeted myself. Never mind, I got rid of an Oko, so pretty satisfied. But next turn, I can play a Fae of Wishes, time wipe, bounce the Fae of Wishes, bada bing bada boom, I wipe their board, and I have my Fae of Wishes back into my hand so I can cast Granted. Sure, you get to draw a card with Savvy Hunter. See if I give a fuck. Oh, they chose not to. Oh god, this is already an hour long. Also, I don't cut videos, so this is gonna be a fucking long video. That's all. Nissa.
Strange and magnificent world.
Didn't expect this, I'm gonna be honest.
Harness the elements.
So we can go their tomb. I don't even need to use the timer. Alright, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and attack, I'm just gonna attack your face, because I plan on killing your shit, so. Yeah, that's fine. I'm just gonna cast one of these gold-faced and Ritual of Soot. Oh, right. I forgot I can't, Oh, wait, no. Command Dreadhorde just puts it into play. Shut up. I'm stupid. I'm gonna go ahead and target myself. I got Narset. Cool. I'll take it.
I'll return where you slumber.
Go one of this and one of this. Go down to, what, 9?
The focused and
The
disciplined
immortal
encounter
Nicole
no obstacles.
Bye.
will be your end.
The land will not
Suffer
forsake
for
you.
your cause.
Hone your prowess.
Let's take another Bolas. That one might die. I'm at 9. Probably. Should gain some life. Cool. But I very well could have just played the Fae of Wishes, discarded Bolas, I guess, and Fires or something, right? Okay, cool. I will need to eat. I'm only halfway there. Not even. Now I kind of want to lose, but I don't. I want to try and get at least up to 9 with this. Suboptimal. I feel like I recognize that person as well. Once again, if we're going against aggro, this is just a hand I can't keep. This is better because I have fires. We'll drop one of the Narsets. And I'm going to play a Watery Grave tapped. Okay, potentially a field deck, potentially an Oko deck, could be a Simic Flash deck. Who fucking knows? You see green, you see too many fucking decks. That's a on top, which I don't like. That is what I would like to call that shit that I don't like. I want to be able to play Narset next turn, which would make me need to get a blue land. But if I want to play Bedevil, I would need to get a black or red land. So that's a bit of a fucking conundrum, isn't it? But I will base it on what my opponent plays here. That did not help me at all. I do think I'm going to go with Narset. Kept it on top, you fucking bastard. I'm gonna get an island. I'm gonna get the island. I only have one in the deck. Notice, with all of my basics, I can cast Nicol Bolas. Gonna do this. This is a fantastic art if this is actually a field of the dead deck. Spectre Sailor. Nope, it's Flash.
If you wish to surrender, I have just the trick for this.
Fuck you, Flash. Alright, so Flash. How have my games been against Flash? I think pretty fucking bad, from what I can recall. Oh, I've only played against Flash once, and I lost horribly. Good to know. This is almost certainly going to be a counterspell. I have to force him to have it, I guess. But, I mean, they pretty much always have the counterspell. Yup. I'm just gonna keep Narset there. Okay. Okay, that's interesting, I guess. I assume they're just going to use the Spectre Sailor. Oh, they actually cast that. Bye-bye. I'm not in the best position here. I hate Simic Flash so much!
I won't forget our time together.
I wish I could play Bolas here. But I can't. Thank you. Come on, Thought Erasure.
I have practiced keep an open mind.
The one time. I might end up losing to Simic Flash. Straight up going after Narset this time.
This is overwhelming.
This can't be countered. I'm going to cast this. It's going to get countered by Field Mystic. Now it's going to be countered by Quench. Okay. I need Ritual of Soot. And I need it to not get countered. Okay. Yeah, they're just going whole hog, which means they just have counter spells. Just cast this. Did they decide to counter this? Honestly, they really shouldn't. Yeah. No, I think they have a counterspell though. Fuck your cards. So on their upkeep, I'm going to target Brineborn Cutthroat. Or not. I need to draw a red source. So I need to draw one of my Fabled Passages or
My mind
or my actual mountain. I'm actually gonna die. I need my opponent not to play a fucking ambusher here. Fuck you, are you serious? 3 of their fucking ambushers in the top 19 cards. I'm pretty sure I'm dead. Yeah, no, I'm just dead. This is fucking ridiculous. God damn it. Maybe there was a better way to play that last game. Yeah, I'm 0 for 2 against Simic Flash. It's possible that this deck just doesn't do well against it, but... it seems like I'm doing worse with this deck than I did before rotation. Not sure. Oh well. I'd like to thank my lovely patrons, especially Zin, Croft, and Furrygod for the continued support. If you'd like to join them and support the show, you can find links to that down in the description. As I said, I've been kind of Discord streaming every now and then on Discord. So if you want to randomly watch me play Magic and or other things, I usually don't talk. Well, that's not true. I've been talking, but technically, I don't like talk. I don't have my mic on the entire time. But, you know, I can still, like, hear you all, and it's nice to hear the banter, and sometimes I'll join in. If you want to see me play other decks, give me complete deck lists. They don't have to be good. I can upgrade things. Like, even if you don't have all of the, like, cards, if you just have, like, a deck that you would like to see, even if you don't have any of the cards for it, and just, like, you make the deck lists, and you're like, this should be good, or whatever, hit me up with a link to that shit, because I just have no time to do research for the decks. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I understand it's just a bunch of Bolas, but I'm also just going to upload this as soon as I'm done recording it because I don't fucking care. If you did enjoy, go and tap that like button and subscription to Ineffable. Cast a comment in the comment section down below. Pass the turn in the video to some of your friends. Of course, until next time, all will be one.